guy was black or white or Hispanic or Asian. They just want that Uber driver to be able to get to their place safely. Accusation of racism in sports. Like this week, there's this idea that sports fans don't want a black quarterback. Wait a minute. When my quarterback can be purple as far as I'm concerned, I just want my team to win. So it's just over and over again trying to dig up racism, and I just don't believe they're finding factual examples.
They're not. And I was just saying, I know how you, when you talk about, you just want a quarterback to win. I'm with you. I'm the same way. My pilot could be shabby chic, meaning he could be desert rose. Yeah. He could be desert rose colored. That's actually in print, and flowered print, for those who don't know.
Hey, Greg.
He could be shabby chic lace. He could literally have skin that looks like lace.
There I go.
All I care is that he has the prerequisite hours of flight training. He's not a new pilot. I actually prefer not to fly with new pilots. I can just tell it's new because they slam the plane down. We bounce off the wheels a little bit. I feel grateful that we made it alive. The older pilots also have a little bit of a je ne sais quoi when they undress. And you hear the little clipping sound.
Hey, XZ. I did. I even took care of a few bonus things, so yeah, it was a good one. I feel like I accomplished a lot. I was hoping it wouldn't take as long, but getting home after midnight, but that's okay. We'll take the turnpike back and be home in 57 minutes, according to the GPS. Nice and cozy in the car.
And I don't get to see. When I do get to see, usually, I have been surprised sometimes by the look of the pilot. They're a little older or they're a little younger than I expect. But it's not enough to where I stop and go, how old are you? Or, wow. I just don't have any. I'm trying to get to baggage claim so I can get the hell on.
Yeah.
Can we just...
Yeah. I'm saying I'll be home at 12:21. But making that money, I'm not punching out till I get home. So.
And I actually, that's one of the benefits, Bobby. I know sometimes we talked about, kind of name ID and different people who would post like that new thing, with the new conservative and there are some pros to not being a COVID thing.
Little dead spot there.
I mean, you gotta go with what you got.
Yeah. But yeah, just this idea that America is fundamentally racist. We hear it every single day, and I think being honest, I don't believe it's true. I hope most Americans don't fall for it either.
I mean, we are indeed being
Ugh.
And we're not a part of it, which is why we're kind of like, what the hell is this? And, you know, they just keep on screaming about it. Which leads me to the confirmation hearings. Now, you're writing about this. I thought there were some glorious moments yesterday where Steve Exos was like, well, I'm not a general. And the whole room just tore up. They just were laughing so hard. And then today, Pam Bondi, so I know she's competent. And I've met her before. She's also sweet. She is one of the sweetest people you've ever met. She is not pretentious. She is beautiful, like unbelievably gorgeous, and also unbelievably intelligent. So, you know, basically she's like a gun in the purse, because all you see is the purse. And let's say the purse is a Fendi bag, right? It's a Fendi bag. You're paying attention to it because it's a beautiful bag. But inside is a deadly gun. You don't want to release that from yourself. And today, the Democrats just, they seem like they wanted to get hit. And they did. But she never seemed to lose her cool or get rattled by them, which I thought was so impressive, considering how much they poked her and how good they were.
Yeah, no, and yesterday, I thought the takeaway was how much Chief Executive ran circles around Liz Warren, and how many times did she say, sir, do you remember this 2013 article that you would try to answer? She said, don't even get me that. We've already gone over them. Are you going to let them answer? I do not like her at all. I haven't been a fan of her ever since she ran for president. Like, I know who she was. I thought Pete had just absolutely screwed her. Great showing today by Bondi. I wanted Trump to actually nominate originally. I thought she was the best candidate, not Matt Gaetz. So whatever, in the right direction there. Yeah, I think I predict all of the nominees will be confirmed or all of them talk about. I think Cash Patel, they might really try to hit. That's the one they might fear the most. But I'm expecting, you know, top of their head that Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., and Cash Patel, which are four of my favorite nominees, to be honest.
Yes, my favorites as well. I can't walk the Rollins, who was the White House. Honestly, so impressed. She was like, Stacey, thank you so much. I was just like looking around, looking up, and she was like, I'm so glad you can make it. Thank you for coming. I thought, who is this angel talking to me right now? When I am
Oh yeah, that's my team.
She's the one that invited me, so.
Grew up right outside Detroit.
They're all stellar people. And they just so happen to also be
Those,
right
they haven't got a Super Bowl yet.
real.
They ain't even been to one yet.
Very personable. Cash Patel's another one.
Last time they won an NFL championship, it was pre-Super Bowl, 1957. I've seen them go to 2 NFC championships in my lifetime.
Well, what did you think of that speech? You know, that's a regular person, but also he's Cash Patel, right?
We lost them
A
both.
household name.
Last year in 93.
And there was
Fuck.
so many times during the last couple of years. And every time we come on, very kind, very nice. And there were a few times when we come on, and in the couple of minutes we were watching the camera and saying, hey, I'm doing good. And I feel like, you know, you're also going to cover this. Or can we talk about that? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm talking about it. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not going to cut you off guard. That's not standard on television shows. But they expect you to be ready to talk about anything. Even us. Look, these are nice people, but they're also smart people. Very competent. And I feel like out of all of them, I like them all. I think they're all stellar for these roles. And also, President Trump gets his picks. How about that? I feel like he
Yeah,
gets
and
his
it's,
shoes.
yeah, and that's the most important part. But yeah, the heck said I just so many thoughts on a lot of the allegations and anonymously sourced reports against him. I think are just made up, bogus. Now,
Yeah, he was telling me about that.
He's been married 2 times. He admitted that. Cheated on 2 of the wives.
Well, they have the charcoal already.
While some people say, well, that should be disqualifying, I think it's really important to remember.
But yeah, the sea salt, I definitely want to try that too. I'm actually trying the charcoal because I'm growing my hair a little bit. Actually, no, I have the clay right now. clay hair, homemade.
I prefer people, and you and I had this discussion a year back, forget what it was, but baggage doesn't disqualify you or define you. It often makes you stronger. And he has failed. He has embarrassed himself, but he's overcome that. And he said it's brought him a lot closer to God. And I think those are the type of people you want in leadership, not people who had this storybook life who have not had to overcome the trials and tribulations.
They're not battle tested.
Exactly.
And you know, I agree with you so much because I think the other part had some things he had, you know, the rest of the mistakes that
So Callahan never went live. I didn't see anything.
really helped a lot of veterans in this watch. So, you know, I think people try to act as if he's only his flaws. And the questioning yesterday was so vulgar. You know,
Oh, okay.
So it was just
Figured it was something like that.
embarrassing so much. So
He said he was almost there when I got to
with the others on the committee. And I appreciate that, but I feel like
the facility.
those ones who made the nasty comments should be the ones that come out and correct. Defects have really destroyed them yesterday.
Sucks.
Because it refused to lose his
Well, they can't count that toward his drive time, so.
He really didn't lose his cool because he was ready to fight.
Yeah, and I think if you don't know someone, the best way to know them is how do the people around them defend them during hard times. And when I saw so many
Okay.
come to him 2 months or 1 month, and it shows you the people that work with him, the people that know him, they swear by him. And that's really important because there's been a lot of people who have been under fire, and not many people come to their defense, right? Like when Matt Lauer's allegations came out, I didn't see many people defend him. Not to say they're the same, but you can see who people like, who they respect. And I think he has that over the past 5-10 years really shown himself to be a trustworthy guy, someone who obviously President Trump thinks is the right person for this job. And yeah, there was that one line, if you drink on this job, are you willing to resign? Again, I think that whole report from NBC News that Pete Hegseth was doing Fox and Friends while drunk every morning, I think that that's not only a lie, but I'm pretty sure it should be actionable because they didn't even reach out to the people who work with them to confirm or deny that. Very irresponsible reporting. And the Democrats to fight that during the hearing made them look just as bad.
It did, and if you recall, you and I discussed here how rigorous the environment is there at Fox News and how impossible it would be for them to show up to vote Trump. I mean, it's impossible. It's far more likely that a U.S. Senator would show up to a vote Trump,
Right.
which was the accusation leveled by Senator Mark McMullen. And he wasn't, it's not like he hasn't been there. I believe he was, he has observed people show up and have a vote or cast votes. And no one is called to resign. So, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook having less censorship. Notice his comment was not that censorship is bad, it's that they needed to censor less. And so here we are. He's also fired the DEI crew, the CashApp crew, and he says it's a new day there. He's wearing the American flag, he's surfing with it, he's developed some muscles, he's grown his hair out now, he has the curly Gen Z voice.
Yeah, I did. I watched it during the day. I was gonna stream, but I was so busy. Just by myself again today, so I think I'll have a more relaxed day tomorrow. Oh yeah, it was. And she was so calm and collective about it too. Hey Jared, good to see you, buddy. Staying warm tonight? No, I don't think there's any concern with it. Even if a single Republican, or even if every single Democrat votes against him, I don't think there's a Republican that will. They got the numbers, so. Yeah, I warmed my car up for about 20 minutes before I left. And plus, they got Vance as the tiebreaker too, so. I didn't watch much of his. I was watching Robert Gouveia. He was mostly just watching Bondi. If there's is there any scheduled tomorrow? Hey, Matt. Welcome in. We got about 40-minute drive home still. Tired. Long day. My day started at 6 a.m. It's going to be 12:20 by the time I get home. My time. East on. Me and Jared's time. I got up at 6 a.m. What up, Toe? About 2 more days on my driving channel suspension left. That's why we're on the main channel.
Okay, so this one I thought was really funny because I saw the interview, and I feel like Bill Maher's so smug. I can't believe he talks about yeah, right, Bill, yeah, right. But he says he's retiring from Steve.
Medical misinformation. I was listening to, while I was driving, I was listening to InfoWars, and they got too hot and heavy into the jab talk. So, even though I didn't say it, I didn't even show it. It was just the audio in the background. And I was already on a warning, so. Yeah, that's stupid. So 7-day suspension, 1 strike. That one's not up till like April. Warning will be gone soon. Actually, I think the warning stays until the strike disappears now. Hey, girl. Long time. Jody, good to see you.
He's a bit of a liberal Democrat, but he's a classic liberal Democrat. He is still different. He's very strong in abortion and kind of the leftist ideals that we look at Democrat, not so much the Kamala Harris. And I think some of the terrorists is very similar to the fact that he had basically ran the environment, literally gritting his teeth the whole time, exhausting himself, putting up with Joe Biden, criticized him, but he also criticized Trump for every critique he did of Biden and the bad thing of Trump, even though Trump wasn't president. And he satisfied himself with that. He's like, I want fried chicken, and all we have in the kitchen is hot dogs. So we're gonna eat hot dogs until someone else is sober. That's the way he was. He was eating those hot dogs and he satisfied himself with that until Kamala was the nominee. And I think he just threw his hands up and was like, I can't take this anymore. And that had to go on for months. It's not like it was a week or so. He had months of Kamala Harris stupefying herself in front of cameras for months and months on end. And then she lost huge. And so he's exhausted. And I know how he feels a little bit. He's getting dragged out without Trump. Now Trump didn't lose to Joe Biden in the same way that Harris lost to Trump. But I understand his burnout. And I feel like it's not that he wants to retire, it's his burnout. And he feels like he's telling jokes by time. Because now he's got to make jokes about really, he's got to make jokes about Trump. Or he can make jokes about
Oh, you're in Vegas. That's cool. Hope you're having fun. It's still early there. Like 9:46 there.
LA County has no Republicans, not one. And so, this is a problem they're going to have. They want to resist the wherewithal, like they don't have anything to resist based on what? What are you resisting? Cheap gas, the roof of inflation, peace in the Middle East, the return of hostages. What are you resisting?
8:46. Holy crap.
They're going to sound like fools when they're going to have to actually criticize themselves. These are all elected officials.
What is this? A salt truck? Supposed to be getting some more snow in the middle of the night, like at 2 or 3 in the morning here. It's like they're pre-treating the road up here. Probably spraying brine. Oh, okay, looking for a place.
Retire. And then when we hope and pray that these big networks will crack the dope, can you think about the wonderful lemonade carpets or absolutely I'd rather see one.
Either spraying or dropping salt, so just stay clear of them.
And there are others like him. He's not the only one. So maybe these guys retire because their time is up and they leave the politics to daytime opinion shows and nighttime opinion shows. And same thing for some of these really partisan like CNN, other places.
He ain't doing nothing, he's just driving.
Just tell everybody, listen tonight and see myself on the news. Also, don't read these articles. They are just laughing.
Want to get staged, I guess.
It's not just that they said the rabbit has the gun tonight. That was so good. These articles are really good too. They are in link to the show notes over seasonport.com. And you go to outlook.com and type in Bobby. It'll pre-populate for you. All of these articles are pre-populated. Bobby Brack, right? Thank you. All right, guess what? What was that?
Oh, I did. My driving, my secondary channel, my driving channel, Doc Nation.
That's gonna be so cool. Listen.
I got a strike and a 1-week suspension last Friday. swimming in that weather. What do you do? I was playing InfoWars in the background, and they the audio of them talking about the jab got me a medical disinformation strike. Even though I wasn't playing it on the stream, just the audio in the background. Yep, jabby jabs. That's YouTube for you. That's why I've made a backup for, I've got a Rumble for both my main and my backup channel now. Yeah, well, I gotta be up in the morning. I've been up since 6 a.m. here. It's 11:51 now. I don't even know if the app is even working on my computer. Last time I updated it, I couldn't get logged back in. Hey Jacob, good to see you, bud. Okay. I'll probably watch whatever Robert watches if he's going to do the whole thing again. He streamed almost all day today. Oh, that's right. This is going to be, well, it's not for her. It was people testifying for and against her. That's right. Invited guests to testify about her. Forgot about that. Wonder who the Dems dug up to disparage her. It seemed like by the end of the day, even a bunch of the Dems were like, yeah, we're probably going to vote for you. I don't like her stance on, well, her previous, I don't know what it is now. She says she's all 2A, but to me, you can't be all 2A and still be in favor of red flag laws. That's my only thing I have against her. Really would have liked to see Matt Gaetz up there ripping into the motherfuckers. That would have been at least entertaining. Yeah, Christina. I heard they took Gabbard off the schedule. They don't even know. They haven't even decided when they're even going to talk to her yet. I think that's going to be a tough one. JC. Well, it's up to the governor. We got a rhino governor too. Although he just signed a pretty decent bill. I don't think he could do that, but yeah. Ramaswamy and RFK Jr. don't need to be confirmed. That's not an official office anyway. So yeah, it'd be nice if they made him a senator. Yeah. Well, he's gonna blame anybody but himself. So. Well, it's got me not going by the airport. It's got me going a different way. Okay. Go out to Defiance tomorrow after work. Oh shit, I'm supposed to get off here. God damn it. Oops. Could have just slowed down and came over. That was fun. Blow out the turbos a little bit. Yeah. Those Trump watches, I went to the website just to see how much they are. The cheapest one is like $800. I thought they would have like a cheap version of them too. I mean, yeah, I get having the expensive ones, but you know, maybe one for like, because I got a buddy of mine. He loves watches. He's got a birthday coming up a couple weeks. Shit, not even a couple weeks. About 10 days. Yeah, 10 days exactly. But Nope. Ain't spending that much money on the board. Oh, they're selling them like crazy on Temu. You can get them for pretty cheap too. I don't think I've actually seen any of them on a car on the road. I've seen a couple videos of them.
In the Qatari capital. It promises the release of dozens of hostages held by Hamas in phases, the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in Israel, and would allow hundreds of thousands of displaced people in Gaza to return to what remains of their homes. It would also flood badly needed humanitarian aid. The agreement is expected to go into effect in the coming days. I'm Hayat Newswani.
The agreement still needs to be approved by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet. That's expected to go into effect. More on these stories at Town Hall.
He's close to me. Hey, Mitty. Yeah, I'm only about 18 minutes away from home. Just now, heading that way. All right, brother. You're still driving when I wake up. Jump in.
These products include streaming services, social media platforms, and weather forecasting apps. The survey also found that despite the widespread use, people's views of AI remain great. Majorities expected AI will have a negative impact on Americans' jobs, opportunities, and U.S. national security.
Oh yeah, I know that, brother. I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate that. not much of a discount anymore with those. There's a order some Alex Jones stuff.
Everybody, Chris here. Understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from? Ron, you calling from the line?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A leaf filter trusted pro will come out, clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install leaf filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So
Thanks a lot, man. Love you guys.
Ron, leaf filter trusted pros.
I'll be home in 15 minutes.
Just visit leafilter.com/Patriot to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
thank goodness. What was
It's
that?
hard.
That's leafilter.com/Patriot for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior military discount. No discount per household. Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing.
There you
has
go.
the highest quality hearing aids at the
Exclamation, yeah, exclamation point love. That should still work. Oh, they're replaying Mark Levin. Let's see if I can get it to work. Yeah. Yep, he is.
You come to this program because you want to know principled truth. You come to this program because you know I am not influenced by any third party, what I think and what I believe. And so we're going to take a look at this so-called ceasefire deal and draw our own conclusions without all the press releases, all the patting on the back. It's not even complete as far as Israel's concerned through their process. All the misleading media and so forth and
I
so
thought
on.
I had one.
I start with a few premises. I trust President Trump. That doesn't mean we'll always agree, but I trust President Trump. When he texted me after he won the Republican primary, unsolicited by me, he said, I want you to know, Mark, quote, I will protect Israel. I trust Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who's been the greatest prime minister in the history of Israel, has done more to protect that country than one can imagine. From foreign enemies and domestic enemies and the Biden administration. They're not the only parties involved in this.
Ah,
I do not trust
fucked it up.
a terrorist organization. I despise it. I do not trust Qatar, a terrorist organization dressed up as a country. It has given aid and comfort, billions of dollars to Hamas. They gave safe haven to Hamas leaders. And now is one of the leading in this so-called ceasefire peace deal. And what is a peace deal? What is a piece of paper to a terrorist organization? It's nothing. I do not trust Biden and Blinken under any circumstances in any deal. Because they've sold out our country to the communist Chinese, they've sold out Israel to Iran, and they've created horrendous
Whoa, nice roll.
inhumanity.
3 dolphins.
They have blood on their hands.
I guess I didn't get in in
I find
time.
it interesting that even some of my friends are saying that under this deal, hundreds of Palestinian prisoners will be released. No, 3,000 will be released, not hundreds. It's right there in print. 3,000 terrorists, including convicted murderers. Would we do that? You don't know my conclusion yet. I'm going, taking it through the steps in my thinking. Would we release 3,000 terrorists for any reason? Only released, or should I say the Biden regime released, was it 3 Al-Qaeda terrorist leaders from Guantanamo Bay, secretly without consulting Congress? Were we not furious? How about 3,000? Seems a little bit on the high side, don't you think?
It's fucking freezing out.
Those that have survived. And we want them out too. The IDF soldiers, almost 1,000 of them have died. It's an enormous number for a tiny country. They have died for the purpose of defeating Hamas. For the purpose of ridding Hamas from the Gaza Strip. For the purpose of protecting Israel. From today forward, young men and women have put their lives on the line. From the streets of Israel and every walk of life, they have died. They died for this, but they died to destroy Hamas. Serious questions, don't you think? Right out of the box, Biden talks about this sets the foundation for a Palestinian state, and I do fear that there are people whispering President Trump's ears who promote the same thing. A Palestinian state. I know their names, but I will save that for another day. But I have to believe President Trump himself knows better. He's given no indication that he does support such a thing. That is a red line. That is a red line.
I think they're trading a couple of Hamas prisoners for a bunch of the hostages.
Which is not finalized to the extent it's available in the Jerusalem Post. So let's go through it together.
That's what he's
According to
yelling about.
reports, the agreement will include supervision by Qatar, a terrorist nation, and Egypt, for the return of refugees from the southern Gaza Strip to the north, and simultaneously the withdrawal of the IDF from the Mount Zero corridor will be completed in stages.
All right, Jared, I'm almost home. 7 minutes.
For which the IDF will withdraw. Using a timetable, Joe Biden said that the foundations of the deal had been proposed as early as June 2024. So there's phases. Phase 1. The first phase of the deal will last 42 days.
You get some rest.
Implementation of the agreement will begin 2 or 3 days after it's signed. When a terrorist organization signs a piece of paper, ladies and gentlemen, do they feel an obligation to comply with it?
Man, guys, shut up.
The IDF will withdraw.
This is usually the cheapest station around. That was down to like 2 something.
5 specified areas where will be 400 meters. The IDF will reportedly reduce its presence in the Philadelphia I corridor. This is key. That's the corridor through which Hamas has been armed. And then withdraw from it completely over the course of the first 50 days. I was told that wasn't going to happen. But yet this is written here. Israel agreed to open the Rafah border crossing A week after the agreement is implemented, and the agreement will include a protocol regarding humanitarian aid.
Yeah, it's cold here.
Under the supervision of the mediators.
Let's see where we're at
Israel
now.
is expected to begin preparations to begin the movement of aid through the crossing immediately. Look at all the obligations Israel has here.
It warmed up a little bit, actually.
Israel will open the crossing to civilians after the release of all the women, both civilians and soldiers, from Hamas's captivity. God help us on what they're going to tell us.
We're going to get all the way up to 30
All
tomorrow.
106 Palestinian civilians will be allowed to leave through Rafah crossing, following its reopening to civilians. Hamas will be permitted to transfer 50 wounded operatives. I don't know what that is. Are those terrorists? To Egyptian hospitals each day.
Next Tuesday,
Operative is subject to approval by both Israel.
next Tuesday, the high is 4 degrees. Low is -5.
Vehicles, which will be inspected by a private company to be determined by the mediators in coordination with Israel. The fact that Qatar is a mediator makes me sick to my stomach. They funded the attack on October 7th. They're the major funding source for Hamas. And they protected the Hamas leadership in Qatar. I don't know this guy. What's his name? Whitliff? That's his Whitcock. I'm sorry, Whitcock. I don't know this guy from a hole in the ground.
Other than my military service, I've pretty much the whole time. I've lived actually up north even farther.
Praising Qatar. You don't praise a terrorist organization that's been funding anti-Semitism in our colleges and universities. Praise them for what?
I like Four Seasons.
Really good, hard at work. Even if they are, you don't praise them. You don't praise the arsonist for putting out the fire. So I don't know what the hell that's all about. But that's Whitcock. Again, I don't know him. Doesn't matter to me. The Prime Minister of Qatar.
It doesn't last that long.
33 hostages will be released.
Makes you appreciate the warm days that much more.
Women and children first, followed by the female soldiers, then men over the age of 50 and young men who are defined as humanitarian cases. You know what that means? Yeah, we'll give you the young men for a humanitarian gesture.
I'll take my mild summers then.
Convicted terrorists. So why do I that's where I keep talking about hundreds? Thousands. 2,000 convicted terrorists, including about 250 who were sentenced to life imprisonment. In addition, Israel released about 1,000 terrorists captured after October 7th. That's 3,000, not hundreds.
Yeah, I'm at 19. It's actually going to get warm all night. Warmer.
Consider. Just saying.
I guess the snow's not going to hit till like 4 a.m. now. Next bout of snow.
The release of 110 convicted terrorists serving life sentences for murder. Another article said they're actually convicted murderers. And Israel will release them in exchange for 9 sick or injured hostages. Now, in addition to those 3,000, Israel will release another 1,000 from Gaza, all of whom were arrested after October 8th, and none were directly involved in October 7th. No terrorists involved in October 7 will be released in the deal, as previously reported by the Jerusalem Post. How many hostages over the age of 50 are being released in a ratio?
Yeah, that's about what we're going to be too. It's supposed to possible rain, so all this snow's going to be gone.
You understand? So it's one Israeli life.
Right before it gets bitter cold next week.
And 31 other prisoners. So basically, they're going to be releasing 58 prisoners in exchange for every Israeli who's released over the age of 50.
We don't get this. It doesn't get this bad usually every year. I think the last time was like
To issue a UN Security Council resolution supporting the declaration of a ceasefire.
2021.
To ensure the
It
parties
was last year. It
the
got
agreement.
cold, super cold.
Right.
70.
Israel wanted to
There you go.
supervise the Philadelphia corridor. That corridor is key. And Israel lost a lot of
Half my family. I got a bunch of family in Florida and stuff
That's where
too.
the arms flow through. This request was rejected. According to foreign media reports, Israel was convinced of the need to withdraw from the area. They had to be convinced, I guess, by this guy Whitcup. The reports of a withdrawal from the Philadelphia corridor are a complete lie. However, said the Prime Minister.
Yeah, the low. I'm just talking about. Yeah, it got super cold.
Partial Israeli forces in that corridor.
It's not. It doesn't get that cold every year,
It
though.
goes on. Now you know more than anybody else in TV's reporting.
Maybe up in the UP, but
Qatar announced this so-called final hostage deal. And an influencer in Israel, Rachel Bear, she writes, if there is a clear victor, the Hamas-Israel war, it's Qatar. They nurtured Hamas, creating the horrors on October 7th, and then leveraged negotiations over stolen children for political influence and financial gain. And God knows they got
I think
both.
somebody hit my neighbor's mailbox.
More.
I don't think it was me.
David Trump's Netanyahu's office said the Prime Minister will address the public after the deal is sealed and complete, quote unquote.
Oh,
Here's what you're not hearing. There's some technical hoops to be jumped through. The deal must pass through the security cabinet and full government cabinet. Now their cabinet's not like ours. It's a mixture of parties. It's a coalescing of parties. And so if you have parties objecting, it could be a problem for Netanyahu. In fact, it could bring down his entire government. He's got everything on the line. The government must also allow time for opponents in the agreement to actually petition the Supreme Court. I don't think that'll be a problem since the court's radical left. So you have this review process and possible challenges. Those aren't over. Despite the misreporting of the media. Basically what the media are reporting of their own opinions. Which is constant. So where does this leave us? As patriotic Americans who support the state of Israel, where does this leave us? I'll discuss this further when we return. I'll be right back.
yeah. Everybody, take care. I will see you tomorrow. I'll probably do a little desktop streaming from work tomorrow. You guys sleep good. Stay warm. Oh shit, I'm so tired. Oh man, made it home just in time.
Corresponding workout channels and more.
Soul Cycle Radio.
Just search
Peace.
2025 on the SiriusXM app.
Too many patients, unfortunately, have lost their lives by not having